Hello everyone, in today's video, we're having a little bit of a throwback. We're gonna start this off by checking out, briefly, a 1-year-old video from a sexy, hot, strong, muscular YouTuber called Evil Pinley. Ah, look at him, so young and from a year ago. So really, we don't really need to hear a lot of what this guy has to say. In the video, he's talking about a company called beis. They make bags, they make luggage, they make carry-ons such as this. And the video is about how they were advertising their new carry-on that's actually carry-on. You could, put it in the sort of compartment above your head on a plane. And they were like, look, it fits in so many different situations. It's amazing. How did we even figure out this technology? And then when looking into it, people figured out that I think it just fits in one overhead compartment, just like one company. But all the other ones, it's too big. It's not really carry-on. And what do you know? beis has found itself on the old Evil Pinley radar once again for another drama that isn't like huge, but is kind of interesting. All right, so let's give you some context over here, okay? I don't want to keep you out of the loop. So they recently launched, and this isn't sponsored, but this beautiful new color for their stuff. I swear I'm not. This is just genuinely, I think these are really nice. They launched this cherry color line that you can put all your produce in. Berry. I don't know why I said cherry. Berry colored line where you can put bananas in there and like strawberries and all sorts of goods, I guess. And to celebrate this launch, they did this like human claw machine sort of event. Let's have a look.
What time did you get here?
5 a.m.
5 a.m. Sorry. I should stop shouting. I was just so shocked by the fact that it's 5 a.m. So yeah, classic sort of human claw machine sort of situation. You pull down Mission Impossible style, get one of those bags. How much do they cost? Can we have a look? Yeah, man. I think on some level makes sense getting there at 5 a.m. It's a $300 bag. 240 pounds, $300. Bigger one, more money. Bigger one, even more money. Smaller one, less money. Was there anything in the suitcases, or is it just about the suitcases? It's just about the suitcases, baby. Crying watching other people live out my dreams. Please come to the UK. How much does it cost to do this? Generally, on this comment page of the official beis account, it seems like people are quite excited about this, but in the way that this event was presented to me, the way it popped up in my face as a TikTok of someone talking about a scandal, the event was presented on some level as something that was quite mismanaged. So let's have a look here and decide how do we feel about this? So this is a video from this person who went to the thing, and in the video saying that they waited there for how long?
And I got there 2 hours before the event started because, that's usually get there early, right? I didn't know we were gonna wait for 6 hours, like
6 hours? That's a lot.
3, I was like, damn, I'm already been here for 3 hours. Like, I don't want to go home. That's kind of a waste of time. Let me wait it out. And then went by 4 hours, and then 5 hours, and then 6 hours.
It's like with gambling. You gotta keep going. Like the meme, where like you gotta keep going. Because if you keep going, you're eventually gonna win big. So yeah, 6 hours. It's a very long time. I can sort of see how that would happen, considering, how expensive the prizes here are. There was another complaint I've seen that people were like, hey, they should have given people bottled water at the event. But from what I've seen, an email was sent out to people telling them to bring in water or something like that. You're giving out $300 goods. You could probably afford buying a few bottles of water to make it so, people don't evaporate in the sun. But, just a thought. But then we have a few stories that caught some more news from the internet reporters. So story number 1 is from a person called Grippy Sock Vacation. Grippy Sock Vacation. That's their legal name. Now, Grippy Sock Vacation deleted their video about this, and there's a reason as to why I think that was done. We'll go over that. So we're gonna watch this video of a different person watching that video. Just a thing we gotta do sometimes. Tea talk with Sam.
Beis Luggage is getting some major backlash about their human claw machine event this past weekend. And
they're getting some major backlash for the human claw machine event.
Let me tell you, this was a whole different vibe than the reply in the comment section to the girl from this video.
Essentially refuses to be turned away. She said, I drove 40 minutes. I really like beis Luggage. I really like Shay Mitchell. I'm just going to be in line.
So, okay, a little bit of context about what's happening here because we're being shown tidbits and snippets. So this person, Grippy Sock Lifestyle, different name, 99,000 likes here. Essentially, the story is this, and hopefully the editor will help visualize this. So imagine this. Grippy Sock was in line for the event. La 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 la. I'm a sock. I'm in line for an event. But then they come over and then they're like, hey, we're gonna cut off the line behind you. There aren't enough products to give to everyone. You are the last in line. I've been last in line for a cutoff line before. It is a stressful job. People come over and be like, I'm just gonna stand here. And then you gotta be like, you gotta turn around awkwardly. Be like, listen, man, I think I'm the last one. And you gotta have that awkward conversation with someone and be sort of like a voice of authority, but you're just here like them to pick up the thing. Anyways, the line was cut off behind her. People kept coming over and also were told to leave because no one behind Grippy Sock was gonna get anything. And then a different girl, who we'll call Girl B, stood there at that bit and apparently refused to leave, refused to abandon her post even though the line was cut off. And apparently no one came over and made her leave.
Essentially refuses to be turned away. She said, I drove 40 minutes. I really like beis Luggage. I really like Shay Mitchell. I'm just going to be in line. Of course, the person that was at the end of the line just worked for Beis. They weren't security. They didn't really have any enforcement.
That's where Shay Mitchell comes in. Shay Mitchell was doing her claw machine and got 2 things of luggage. She wanted to give it to the last person in line, which was supposed to be the girl in the previous.
Shay Mitchell. Shay Mitchell isn't that the person? Shay Mitchell, the beis queen. I think it's hers. I think she owns the company, or is like the CEO, or some sort of leadership position. So the owner of the brand, who we saw in the video, was there and started giving prizes to the last person in line. That was sort of like a pre-planned thing. I'm gonna give a bunch of things to the last person in line. I mean, the whole thing kind of seems like it's a miscommunication thing, but then if you're standing in line for 6 hours and someone ends up giving the stuff that you were supposed to get to another person, that's pretty rough. The Shay Mitchell responded with, I got you. I've seen another thing where the sock person got a DM asking to take the video down because Girl B was getting harassment. But I don't think the girl was mentioned in the video, but I don't know. Either way, she wasn't mentioned here either, or shown any pictures. So hopefully we're okay. Anyways, the video did end up being taken down. And then Grippy Sock Lifestyle got a care package.
They sent me exactly what I was hoping to get, and which was the glossy berry carry-on bag.
So a pretty good way of handling it. Now story number 2. All right, so this person right here, this is a separate story from the last one, but within the same day by M. All right, Sabrina Carpenter here in the background, trying to get my video copyright claimed. Not having any of that. Sorry, Sabrina. The luggage got taken out as I was already lifted. And kissing you, back together. So yeah, she started being lifted up. Let's listen to this. And as she was being lifted, an employee comes in, takes the luggage, and gives it to another person, a shadowy figure. And another one, and a second one. And look at that reaction. That sucks. Again, remember the wait times, 6 hours.
Yeah, I think that was the last one.
Everyone's clapping, yay! Yay, she's not getting the luggage. I was about to get a luggage, but they took them out right before I went up. I could already feel the luggage in my hands. Waited 8 hours. That's crazy. Still such a cute pop-up. Once they took out the bags, I was able to get a weekender bag, but no luggage. This is high-key evil of them, 276,000. A lot of people are assuming that it was given to like an influencer or something, or maybe to Shay Mitchell, as in the video we saw earlier. Genuinely can't stand how influencers get everything for free. And even at pop-ups, we can't even get those items. Like what, waiting for hours to get basic merch? Well, hold on a second. Hold your horses, guys. As an influencer, I think it's good that we get things for free. I'm not a TikTok influencer, so I just get the things that I talk about from my sponsors really for free. Nothing really besides that. Maybe I should get on TikTok, because then I could start like going ahead of people in lines and like taking their stuff away from them. If I start being popular on Instagram Reels, I can see a person standing in line to anything really, and then be like, hey, look at how many followers I have. I need this more than you do. No, but genuinely, this is heartbreaking. Hold on, we can't let a poor get the last one kind of experience. So as we can see in the top comment, beis responded, "Hi Em, we're sorry about this little error. We of course want to make it right. Please check our DMs."
I really didn't think my video was gonna blow up, but it did, and I'm happy that you guys did reach out to them for me, and they did reach out to me. So I am hoping to get the big bag, the big luggage that I wanted, and thank you guys so much.
All right, I'm gonna skip a little bit forward over here, but already seems a more positive tone than her sad face from that last video, which I'd be sad as well. I'd be very sad as well in that situation.
I was up, I saw the 2 luggages in there. I was like, oh, I'm gonna get the big one for me, and my boyfriend was right behind me, so he was gonna try to get the next one after.
Cute. That would be cute, because you'd have matching luggage.
Going up, and I was already set on where I was going.
She could feel the beis luggage touching her hands through like through imagination.
Did feel a little bit loose on my harness, so I thought that they were just bringing me down to adjust it and then put me back up so I can go inside the pit. But as they brought me back down, I quickly saw that they started taking out the luggages. They started taking out the big luggage, and I was like, okay, maybe they're gonna save the small one. Maybe I'll just have to get the small one. But
you're gonna have to sit there and look as they take the luggage out and bring it to another person, potentially an influencer. I haven't seen any actual evidence that it was given to an influencer, but maybe.
At that point, I was just completely in shock. I was devastated. I told my boyfriend and the people behind me that I had made friends with, I'm like, they took out both of them. They took both of them out. My boyfriend actually told them if they can just get the luggages from the back like they did for the previous people. And then the guy was just like, I wish.
As you can see, she's holding a big box. Unrelated, but you know, if you watch main Pinley channel, this is only evil Pinley, you'd know, like, if I had that big of a box, I'd be doing wonders with it. I love my little cardboard sort of cutout backgrounds. You guys should watch my recent video on the main, the death of cinematic universes. Put a lot of effort into that. I think that's a really good video. I think you'd enjoy it. I think it's an interesting analysis of this phenomenon.
Beis did end up reaching out to me, and he asked me which luggage or suitcase. Okay, I think it's...
I'm just gonna skip. I just want to look at it.
I end up getting. I was honestly very grateful for it. Just kind of bummed that I wasn't able to pick up this luggage from when it was my turn.
Yeah, that would have been really fun. Going down with that sort of claw thing, picking up a piece of luggage. But hey, she got the thing. She got this. It's beautiful. And, you know, that's the story. Do you think it's this was like huge on TikTok? I guess because it's it's a brand that I've seen get a lot of like online traction. But yeah, I've just seen a lot of you guys asking me to do more of these like niche little story things, niche little dramas. Did you like this video? If so, please make your mom watch it. Bye, subscribe.